Hey everyone, today's Meet the Maker prompt is tools and materials, so I thought it would be an easy way to do it would be to go ahead and just do a video and kind of show you around my studio. So these are this is my work area that I use more often. There's my paints. I use the Winsor Newton ones most often. I have pencils over here, different drawing pencils, and then I have my watercolor pencils that I like to use. I find if I have a space that's kind of put together, it makes it easier for me to create things rather than trying to pull all the materials together. It just takes more time and energy. This way I can get right to work. So here's my paintbrushes. And I have a couple different craft projects I've been playing around with, so that's those. Why they're there is kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with those. So this is the one area that I use as my workspace, and then I also have another room that I have all my materials in. So this down here is my canvas and paper storage, so I have all different sizes. Lately I've been using the smaller sizes like the 6x6, but most of the stuff that I have on stock now is bigger sizes like 12x12s and 18x24 and that type of thing. I also have lots of paper, sketching paper, drawing paper, pastel paper, and then I have different files, some more canvases. I kind of stock up on them whenever, well, I used to stock up. I'm pretty well stocked right now, so now I just need to use them. I picked up a skeleton around Halloween because I thought it would be fun to draw, or at least, look at the anatomy of the face. I have my framing materials, or part of my framing materials. So this is my box that has a lot of different things that I use when I frame. It has different wires and pliers and D-rings and all that. And then I have my point driver, which is really helpful with framing as well. So down here I have some different materials. My first drawer here is packing materials. So when one of the posts later on this series is on packaging or that type of thing. So I'll show you that stuff later on. But that's what the first drawer is. The second drawer is all sorts of smaller canvases. Generally when I do my canvases, I start by tinting them a color. That way the white doesn't shine through. So I have a couple that I have already kind of pre-started that just need to be painted on. And then my last drawer down here is a lot of the paintings from the mosaic projects. So there's ones from this past year where I did the 50 waterfalls, and then further back, let's see, maybe over here. Yeah, over on this side there's ones that are from the project that I did the year previously, which was around the Finger Lakes. That one's one of my favorite ones. It's from the park that's right next to off of I'm drawing a blank right now. It's not Water Street. No, actually it is Water Street. It's the one that's on Water Street in Maine. So right down towards downtown. And that one's an art museum. So that's kind of where I store the paintings before they're framed. I have a couple that are framed back there, kind of in that space as well. I have them separated by acid-free paper, so they they stay preserved. And then this is my matting area. So one of the best purchases that I've done or that I've gotten is a mat cutter, and that saved me a lot, especially when I do like paper drawings. That way I can go ahead and mat them and frame them myself, and it saves a lot of money. So that's what that is. It's my mat cutter, and then I also what I have it sitting on is it's actually a sewing table, which is the perfect size, plus it has the grid on top, so that's been a really nice thing to have to use. And I also have all sorts of sewing materials and stuff underneath hiding. And then over here I have some different frames that are ready to go and be used. I also have some things that are already framed, some bigger works. And then peeking in the background there, I have this huge canvas that I still need to figure out what I want to use it for. It's like 64 by something. And then down here I have more storage of paintings I've done. It has my 29 series is in there, which is they're all 7x7 drawings and paintings on paper. I also have little mat squares, so if I have a small drawing or painting that I want to mat, I have some small squares to work from in different colors. Let's see, so this area is a mess. I probably should have looked at it a little bit closer before I decided to stream live. However, so I have all sorts of craft projects. I have different ornament supplies. I have shipping boxes. The drawers there, some of them have smaller frames. There's different craft projects. There's I think there's flowers in there somewhere, the fake silk flowers. I have some bigger boxes that I use on surfaces, kind of like you saw in the workspace I have in the other room. I put that down to kind of protect what's underneath. And then in my pile here, I have lots of packing materials. There's some ornaments, some plain glass ornaments. I don't know if for those who know me or have been following for a while, you know that around Christmas time I do the glass glitter ornaments. So I have some that are started here, but I use the clear glass ornaments, and then I put different glitter inside, and then I paint snowflakes in them. So these ones have been started. They don't have the snowflakes yet on them. But I have a whole bunch of those that are ready to go when it gets closer to Christmas time. And then I have a whole bunch more. There's ones that are, so I have ones that are clear. I also have ones that are colored that I can paint different things on. And then below there hiding, I have more materials for those projects. And then over here I have my drawers that have all sorts of different supplies. So this one's probably the one that I use most. It has all the different pencils and different types of pencils, tritones. At one point I had a subscription to Sketchbox, which is like a monthly subscription where you get art supplies. So I have lots of different things that I still need to try out. Those are some of my old acrylics that I don't use. This is my ink drawer, which has some fun things to try out. And then this is one of my favorite drawers. It has all my well, not all my pastels. It has some of my pastels. And I have soft pastels. I have the new pastels. I have Inktek 10 blocks down there. I have gelatos that I need to try out. Let's see, I have pan pastels, which I've been wanting to try those out as well. And then I also have a whole case that has more pastels in it. A lot of my works before I moved back to this area were in pastels, so I have those ones you can tell are well used. So yeah, I have, let's see, I have mediums, I have markers. This is kind of my painting area that I need to use more often. I have all sorts of different books, how-to books and reference books and different things in this area. Oh, there was this, so I found this really cool thing at Staples the other day. It's an expandable pencil case, so you can, I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but you can have it small like this, or it pops out. It pops out to make a bigger case. I thought that was kind of cool for like using colored pencils or that type of thing, that you can kind of pick the different sizes that you want to use, whether you want it the bigger or the smaller. And then on this I have some ceramics on the top. I have my little model guy there. Some pumpkins that I've been meaning to paint around Halloween time. Some hand reference. Let me go on the other side here. So I also have all sorts of fun reference materials to paint. Bottles, I can paint or draw at some point. And then here's my easel. It's the same easel that I've had since like 6th grade, something like that. So I've had that forever. It's kind of starting to fall apart. I might have to upgrade it at some point. But yeah, so that's my tools and materials. I hope you enjoyed taking a look, and let me know what your workspace looks like if you're a fellow artist.